to all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines. Selah. Wake up, Africa. It's time, beloveds. It's time. It's time. Welcome to another episode. Thank you so much for joining us on the channel. Special shout out, of course, to our Patreon family. We appreciate you so much for supporting us. And, you know, this was actually brought to my attention by a friend of mine. She's actually got a beautiful story where she came back from the divided states, left a high paying job, and literally started like a perfume company for, you know, the less privileged women. Love it. But I was kind of flipping. Remember, I told you guys when I come to do my show is when I kind of get online with everything. And I was flipping through Instagram, and I saw she posted something about Vogue's latest magazine cover. And the reason I bring this up, beloveds, is because it's connected to the energy and frequency of the female messiah. Like, you guys best believe, you best be ready. And let me tell you, the female messiah is a black woman. But those are stories for other days. And of course, she has her male counterpart. So male and female, you know, man, woman, child actually is more how it will go. Stories are for other days. But Vogue has actually decided, British Vogue to be specific, for their February 2022, they've put 9 black models from several different African countries. I'm actually reading from Anna's, Instagram. You can definitely check her out, Anna_Joroge. I'll put it so you can, in case you don't know how to spell it, or you can check out her perfume line, Ydera, with a Y. Anyway, so they've featured 9 black models from several African countries, and they're hailing an era where African fashion and beauty is represented. Now, the problem with this picture, beloveds, is literally every single one of them, they've made them look like a blackface, if you know what a blackface is. Like, every single one of them has the weave. It's like the black woman transformed into, you know, the Mzungu code of beauty. They're all wearing black. Like, this is code. This is what I wanted to, the reason I'm even sharing this story is because this is the perfect example of how they do their predictive programming and how they steal from us energetically in plain sight and mock us because we don't even know who we are. Have any of you ever questioned why they picked February as the Black History Month? Why February? What is so spiritually significant about February and our people and our ancestors and our God? Is it close? It's close to the new year. Should February be the time when we're like, you know, when we should be in high meditation? Is this closer to our new year? These are the questions. Why February? And I know this was connected to like Black History Month or whatever. But beloveds, they are literally hailing the black god, the S, the black diva. That's what I was going to say. They are hailing the mother, the great mother, beloveds. And some of you are still here saying it's only men who can prophesy, it's only men who are messiahs, it's only men. Like, you're disempowering yourselves and many other sisters who you have those kind of low-level conversations with, beloveds. Like, this does not cover our wide array of colors. The fact that African fashion is exploding right now. Why are they all in black and why 9? And why only black models from Africa? Look at Spirit, beloveds. I've been doing the show all morning. There was no wind. The great mother is here. The female messiah. Like, that energy is here, beloved. And these people are tapping into it. And you know another thing you're going to see? They're going to make Kamala president because she will try and embody that false female messiah energy. Because you see, physically she's here. So energetically, any of us as black women, we can step into that energy. We can step into that power and partake. She is the main actress. But there are many. She's got so much shining light. She is not afraid to share the stage, to share the world platform. There's many women who can step forward. That's why they put Sululu Hassan in Tanzania. That's why it looks like Kenya's going to get a female president. Well, let me not even say deputy president, because then people will start fearing, and then president. But beloveds, this is the time of the female messiah. And so, they hail us. 9 is the number of completion. 9 is where we're going. You see, 666 was us. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. But now we're graduating to 9. 6 and 9, it's literally the same thing. It's a mirror, but we're going into our higher level beings. Thanks, nature. Into our higher level beings. So it's like they're honoring us without really telling us what's going on. And you see, having them all wear black tells you something about what's happening, the kind of power, the black womb that is getting ready to give birth to a new world that cannot be stopped, beloveds. And they just want to partake and siphon off that energy because they think we don't know and dilute it. They have to hail the female messiah. They have to hail the black woman. But are you hailing yourself? Are you understanding why if they would do it, it has nothing to do with any of the optics or any narrative. For them, it's an energy harvest. Because they'll have people looking at this and they'll be like, oh my God, they'll be giving their energy to Vogue just like that. Like they've honored us, some will even cut it out and put it on their walls. And they don't know, like they're just harvesting your mighty, powerful energy. It's our time, beloveds. Someone emailed me the other day and they were like, the future is female. I hadn't even thought about it like that. And he was basically a very, a beautiful man. He was basically telling me, all the women, like you sisters, you need to get together because the future is female and Babylon is getting their females together. What are we doing? What are we doing to bring ourselves together? Tuko pamoja. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Wake up. But those are definitely stories. But those are definitely stories. But those are definitely stories. But those are definitely stories for other days.
Wake up, Africa.
Due to public demand, beloveds, we really want to start this new stories for other days. Now, we were thinking of whether we should, have an entire separate channel for it. But for now, we'll just put it on this channel. So definitely, beloveds, stories for other days has been something that we've been saying for so long. And so many of you have requested that we start this segment. So we're definitely, finally, it's happening. And we'd really appreciate it if you could share what kind of topics you would like us to cover first. We really want this to be family driven, beloveds. We really want you guys to be the ones, where we're covering the most pertinent information to you that is relevant to you. So you can also email me if you don't want to comment about it, Dr. Mumbi at drmumbishow.com, where, if there's any topics, and we're going to basically be starting that. Now, another thing that we're going to be starting is going live. It's something that we've been feeling so urged to do, but I'm a very reserved person, even though it may not seem it. And, being live, beloveds, it does take a lot of energy just because of all the different dynamics. But I definitely believe it will do more good than quote unquote harm. So we will definitely be starting the Dr. Mumbi live very, very soon. And we'll be letting you know when that goes live. So make sure you subscribe, family. Make sure you subscribe. Let us know what you'd like to see on Stories for Other Days. And thank you for your continuous support. And I want to take this opportunity to give a special thank you to everyone that has kept us in their prayers, that has been called by the Most High to pray for us throughout the years, beloveds, because, ever since day one, as I've always said, we're not here for the likes, we're here for the revolution. And the message is, it's not so much about transferring a message to another person. That is very powerful, but it has always been about throwing those darts into the enemy's camp and, weakening the enemy, because the enemy, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so it's all about, the consciousness that they try and manipulate, the way they try and manipulate things. And so if you can just create cracks to their said philosophies and all that, that helps the great spiritual war that we're on in a massive, massive way. But so many of you have emailed me, have called me. Special shout out to my staff as well, both on my farm and, who work for me behind the scenes, who have been praying for me ceaselessly, especially in 2021. I appreciate, love you so much, beloveds. It has worked as a serious shield of protection, which brings me to the last, the third thing that we're going to be adding, which is a story time. We're going to start doing story times and just sharing a bit of our story, as we wind down that book, as we wind down that life. It's like we need closure, beloveds. We need to write the conclusion. And what I've found in sharing things about toxic families and how many of us were spiritually married to our parents at a young age, or we were sold out, or all those things, I've noticed that there were so many similarities in our stories, and there is so much power when someone shares their story, because you realize, there's so many parallels, because we're all fighting the same principalities and the same spirits. So when I share my story, which is a very vulnerable thing to do, I really hope that it will, enrich and enliven and kind of help you to understand and understand some of the things that you went through in your own life, as we release the past, because beloveds, there's a bright new future waiting for us.
Wake up, Africa!